and we welcome you to what should be a pretty busy week of basketball on the RBA Sports Network. We are a little bit behind in starting. We had an extra long JV girls basketball game tonight that just ended about 7 or 8 minutes ago, and now the Atlee Raiders and the number 8 ranked J.R. Tucker Tigers are on the court warming up, and we are 7:30 away from starting lineups and the opening tip between the Raiders and the undefeated J.R. Tucker Tigers, who come in tonight with a record of 3-0 on the season. Atlee has only lost once in this young campaign, and we're going to see some of the better basketball players in the area. Of course, Elise Armand-Trout, who's averaging a triple-double for the Raiders of Atlee, their standout and their go-to player. They've got Emily Jacob back from injury. She missed their opener, the win over Albemarle 2 weeks ago tonight, and she's getting slowly back into action, and that's good news for the depth and the experience of the Raiders. And on the other side, J.R. Tucker, of course, you know they lost Anne-Marie Barron to graduation. She's at Christopher Newport University. She's not the only one that they missed, and they lose because of graduation, but they come back with some very good players, including Taylor Pulowski. Don't forget about Lovey Harden, Dominica Moore. Names that we called a lot last year during J.R. Tucker's nice run late in the regular season and into the Conference 11 girls basketball tournament. We have a lot of basketball ahead of us for the next 3 weeks as we wrap up the calendar year of 2016. Earlier today at RBASportsNetwork.com, we released Holiday Tournament Central, which has you covered with all of the area holiday tournaments that are taking place, beginning with the Times Dispatch Invitational, which begins this Friday night at 4 different locations, continues Saturday all day at Clover Hill High School, and then concludes a week from today at the Richmond Coliseum. We also have information on the tournaments next week at Glen Allen and at Hermitage. Glen Allen is a boys tournament, the Jaguar Jamboree, and then the girls equivalent of that tournament just down the road at Hermitage High School, and we're going to be at some of those games as well next week. And then, of course, the week between Christmas and New Year's is wild with games all over the place, tons of tournaments. We're going to be at least 2 of them with Henrico Holiday Hoops coming up here live on the RBA Sports Network for the 4th consecutive year. And again, another year, the 2nd in a row at the Southerner Classic at Lee Davis High School on Friday, December 30th. We'll have both the girls and the boys championship games in that one. And that will wrap up our calendar year of 2016. Up to 75 live high school sports events in 8 different sports right here exclusively on the RBA Sports Network. It's now just us, the way to listen to high school sports in the Richmond area from now till June is exclusively with RBA SN, as we'll take you across the area in basketball. We've got a special swimming event this Saturday night. We'll be live at Swim RBA with the Hawk Invitational Championship round. Really looking forward to returning to that event, which began last year, and we broadcast the first ever championship round. Had a lot of great response to it. We're going to be back there this Saturday night. 5 p.m. is when we hit the air for the Hanover Hawk Swimming Invitational Championship round live at Swim RVA, the Collegiate School Aquatic Center in Chesterfield. And we're looking forward to that as well. So tons of action for you here live on RBASN in the next 3 weeks, and we're glad you will be along for the ride. Rob Witham along with you. Thanks so much for your patience. As, again, we mentioned the JV girls game here went a little late, had some foul issues. We did have one brief injury timeout, and the game ended with J.R. Tucker winning over Atlee by 8 points. Here tonight, number 8 J.R. Tucker, first opportunity to see them this season. We'll be interested. They were in a similar situation last year, at least for part of the year, that Atlee is this year, and that is relying heavily on one inside presence. And we mentioned that was Anne-Marie Barron, who graduated and is now at Christopher Newport. But as the season wore on, experience began to really help the Tigers blossom. And you saw the Lovey Hardens and the Dominica Moores and the Taylor Pulowskis really begin to shine, really begin to come into their own. And no longer did the Tigers have to rely solely on Anne-Marie. And that's why they had such a successful run late in the 2015-16 season. Atlee was a 1-2 punch a year ago. They had a very slow start. They were 1-8 as the calendar year turned from 2015 to 2016. But then they poured it on in January, February, made a run all the way to the state quarterfinals before falling to eventual 5A state champion Princess Anne. Ashley Weaver was the outside presence. Elise Armentrout inside. Ashley graduates. Elise is now the senior leader. And you're looking for who's going to be their special players to come in and be that significant and that consistent 2, 3, 4 contributor so the teams just don't collapse on Elise and dare her to play or try to get her into foul trouble. Kylie Eastman helping out on the outside. Her experience is going to be a plus for Atlee this year. Emily Jacob coming back from injury is going to help. The Youssef sisters, they played significant minutes last year, didn't have significant contributions, but they gained a lot of experience. And head coach Michael Rawlings very high on both Nada and Aya Youssef in their second varsity seasons. And then they have role players who can contribute minutes in certain situations. Jeannie DeHetri being one, Hannah Nitz being another. So there's some depth with Atlee this year that they didn't necessarily enjoy 1 year ago. So it's going to be a very good matchup tonight. We are looking forward to it here live on the RVA Sports Network. First score update of the night comes from Henrico High School, where the 7th-rated Warriors in boys basketball action are out to a very fast start, trying to erase the taste of Friday night's loss to Verina. Henrico leads Douglas Freeman 27-10 after one period tonight, thanks to Michael Pappas, our buddy on Twitter at PappasMDZ, with the update on that one. And, of course, our buddy Rob Welch at Henrico SportsMed over at that game as well. So we're just minutes away from the starting lineups for tonight's game, and we'll get it started. Atlee, who was in our preseason girls basketball top 10, against the Tigers of J.R. Tucker, who were in it as well. They rose one spot in the new poll yesterday from number 9 to number 8, and they are unbeaten and looking to go to 4-0 tonight. Of course, north of the river, teams are getting a chance to play a couple of games this week and then get ready if they're in holiday tournaments over the break. Down in Chesterfield County, exams are starting, and so there'll be much less action going on south of the river this week. And, of course, Chesterfield will get the spotlight the third week in January when Hanover and Henrico schools are in their exams, and they will not be playing in that particular time period. Of course, you know, Henrico and Hanover students are praying for another third week of January snowstorm as well. All right, fans, we're going to take a quick break. We come back, starting lineups, and we'll get it going. The Raiders and Tigers are next live after this break on the RBA Sports Network.
Now at Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Sheehy is giving away $1 million in discounts. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, the #1 volume Ford dealer in the Mid-Atlantic, with thousands of new Fords available, plus thousands of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Start your search anytime online at SheehyFordAshland.com. Don't miss the $1 million markdown event going on right now at Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland, and online at SheehyFordAshland.com. Where do more Richmonders get their high school sports news on Twitter? Who provides up to 75 live high school sports broadcasts all year long? Only the RVA Sports Network. On Twitter at the RVA Sportsnet. Follow local teams on Hanover Sports, Henrico Sports, and Chesterfield Sports. And subscribe to our YouTube channel to hear 9 different sports broadcast live all year long. It's only found on the RVA Sports Network. Online 24/7 at RVASportsNetwork.com.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Last play of the game, folks.
And the snap. Drops back. Whoa. Changes mind. Down the sideline. The 40. The 30. The 20. The 10. Kasasa! Unbelievable. Did you see that? Kasasa!
Not to be a buzzkill, but what's Kasasa? We're glad you asked that. Kasasa. It's a catchy word for earning cash. Free Kasasa checking rewards you in cash each month.
Hi, this is Marnie Triscari, branch manager at EVB in Ashland. Please stop by and ask me about our Kasasa accounts or visit us at bankevb.com. Member FDIC.
Don't miss the $1 million markdown event now at Sheehy Ford of Ashland. Sheehy is giving away $1 million in discounts. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, the #1 volume Ford dealer in the Mid-Atlantic, with thousands of new Fords available, plus thousands of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Start your search anytime online at SheehyFordAshland.com. Don't miss the $1 million markdown event going on right now at Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland, and online at SheehyFordAshland.com.
And we bring you back live into the gymnasium at J.R. Tucker High School. We're on the second floor and high above the action tonight. And here come your starting lineups. First for the Raiders of Atlee. Starting 5 tonight, Jeannie DeHetri, along with, of course, Kylie Eastman. Those are your 2 guards that will start for the Raiders. And across the front line, it's the senior, averaging the triple-double, Elise Armentrout. And she'll be joined down low by Hannah Nitz, number 23, and also Addison Rosso in the starting lineup tonight. So the Youssef sisters starting on the bench. And there's your starting 5 for the Raiders of Atlee. And now for the 8th-ranked Tigers of J.R. Tucker under head coach Molly Pawlowski, who won her 300th career game as a head coach back on Friday night. She's looking for win number 301 tonight. Starting lineup, of course, includes her daughter, the very talented senior, number 4, Taylor Pawlowski, and fellow senior Dominica Moore. 2 of the players who, again, stepped up big time late in the year last year are now expected to be leaders for the Tigers, along with this young lady, forward Lovey Harden, in the starting lineup tonight. And then rounding out the 5,
Number 14,
Emily Gothard, a senior-laden lineup. And the lone non-senior, Brianna Payne, sophomore. And that's your 5, Gothard, Payne, Pawlowski, Moore, Harden, for head coach Molly Pawlowski and the J.R. Tucker Tigers. Assistant coach, by the way, for those of you fans listening in Hanover County tonight, you'll be very familiar with the name of Sarah Parsons, who played here under Pawlowski at J.R. Tucker, and then, of course, went on to have a fantastic career under Carol LaHaye at Randolph-Macon College, graduating back in 2015 and coming home. And this is her 2nd season as an assistant here for J.R. Tucker. The Raiders and the Tigers, as we get set for, even though Atlee's not currently in our top 10, really what is a top 10 quality matchup in girls basketball tonight. We've got doubleheader action tomorrow night, swimming Saturday, and even more to come as we get set for a very busy live broadcast winter season of high school sports exclusively here on the RBA Sports Network. Harden and Armentrout shake hands at center court. We get set to tip it off. Ball's in the air, and the tip is controlled by J.R. Tucker. Quickly down the lane, it's Moore. Shot no good. Rebound out to Pawlowski. She'll bring it out. Eastman will have her up top. Just underway. Moore with the basketball, looking for room inside. Got a chance to shoot it. Will do it. Short, long rebound back to Moore. Drives inside, off the glass, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Armentrout, and that's her first of the night. Atlee with the ball for the first time. No score, 30 seconds in. Nitz will bring it across the timeline. Pass to Elise is stolen by Brianna Payne. She'll look to go coast to coast, but she'll draw the foul, and that's foul number 1 on Armentrout. And again, that is the big X factor for the Raiders. Elise Armentrout cannot be in foul trouble. In the opener 2 weeks ago against Albemarle, she committed a 4th foul. While Atlee was trying to hold on to secure to win, Coach Rawlings kept her out as long as he could and then had to bring her back in. She was able to complete the game, and the Raiders got the victory over their Conference 16 rivals. That was 2 weeks ago tonight. First free throw of the night, good by Payne, and the Tigers with the early 1-0 lead. She gets another, puts it up, and it is good. Nothing but net, 2-0, J.R. Tucker. And a foul on Armentrout. We're going to keep our eyes very closely on that. Eastman with the basketball left of the circle. Pawlowski on her. Drives, stops, gets it inside. Rasso with it. Puts it up off the glass. Too strong. Rebound, Tucker. Now fight for the basketball, and the Tigers will retain. That's Moore with it. Into the corner for Payne. Now she'll drive in the lane. Put it up off the glass. No good. And the rebound to Armentrout and Atlee. She'll hand it off to Kylie Eastman, who will walk it across the timeline. 6:48 to go first quarter, 2-0, number 8, J.R. Tucker. Behind the back dribble, Eastman passes it inside. One dribble, Rosso puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, Nitz, no good. It's too strong. Ball fought for, out of bounds. Last touch by Armentrout, and it'll go over to J.R. Tucker. 2-0 Tigers, the 2 points on 2 free throws from the sophomore Brianna Payne, and we're 90 seconds into the action tonight here at J.R. Tucker High School. Gothard right of the circle, into the corner for Harden, back to Pulowski, and around to Moore. They'll go the other side to Gothard. She'll put up a long 2 and hit it. Emily Gothard with a very unique shooting stance, almost standing still when she shoots, and put it right through that net for 2. 4-0 Tigers. Eastman up top to Armentrout, back to Eastman on the give and go, off the glass, too strong, and the rebound to Lovey Harden. Harden quickly to Moore. Moore's going to drive into the lane and let a pass go that was way over the head of Gothard and goes out of bounds, and it'll be turned over to Atlee. 5:58 to go, first quarter just underway here tonight at J.R. Tucker High School. Tomorrow night, we are live at Mills Godwin for doubleheader action with Hermitage at 6 Eastern time here on the RBA Sports Network on our YouTube channel. Really looking forward to that girls-boys varsity doubleheader. Eastman's going to drive on Pulowski and draw the first personal on Taylor. About 20 feet from the basket on the push. So 1 team foul for each. Nitz will take it out in front of the Tucker bench. Gets it to Eastman. Eastman inside to Armentrout. Turnaround jumper, good. Elise on the board for the first 2 points of the night for the Raiders. It's 4-2 J.R. Tucker. Moore left of the circle in the corner for Payne. She'll put up a 3. Short. Fights for the rebound. And she will not be able to get it as she touches it. And then the ball bounces just barely on the blue line out of bounds. And it'll be a turnover to Atlee. Tigers feign a full court press and then back up into their man-to-man defense. 4-2, Tigers by 2. Eastman will drive left to the lane, whip it around to Rosso. 2 dribbles, picks up the ball, needs a little help. Eastman is there, gets free, puts up a 3 and hits it. Kylie Eastman for 3, and the first lead of the night for Atlee is at 5-4 with 5:28 to go in the first quarter, and the clock is not running. The clock is currently not running. Pass inside, right to Armentrout. Turnover to Atlee. Gets it down court to Dehitri. Doesn't have numbers. Tries to get it to Rosso. Fight for the basketball. Eastman over to Armentrout. The clock still showing 5:28 to go in the first quarter as Eastman eludes her defender, drives, and puts it up for 2. 7-4 the score. And fans, I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure what they're going to do about the clock situation. We'll find out. Payne at the free throw line, pass to Harden. She'll put it up off the glass. Lovey in double coverage for 2. Pretty basket, Lovey Harden. And it's 7-6. 5:28 couldn't be left in the first quarter because it's been stuck there for a while. So obviously there's a clock problem, and the referees are aware of it because we continue play. Eastman's going to draw the second foul on Pulowski. Another push far away from the basket, and now Taylor's going to have to be careful with 2 personal fouls. Now the clock has moved 1 second to 5:27. Let's see if it starts here. It does. So whatever the problem was has been fixed, or they've noticed that it was not running. So we'll have an extra long quarter, 1 of the 2. Brianna Payne's going to drive, fake the pass, and put it up with the right hand on the left side for 2. And Brianna's got 4 points. It's 8-7 J.R. Tucker. Eastman is left open for 3, puts it up, whistle. And we get a foul on Dominica Moore inside. And that's Dominica's first and the 3rd team foul on J.R. Tucker. 8-7 Tigers, Atlee basketball. Rosso gets the inbounds pass, gets it to Nitz, baseline, bounce to Rosso, open, put it up too strong. Rebound Harden. Lovey looking to drive, almost carried the basketball. Tipped away, got it back in the corner. Pulowski has it. Now up top, Payne for 3. No good. Rebound Harden, turnaround, blocked by Armentrout. Gothard gets it. That one is partially blocked by Rosso, and Armentrout gets the rebound. Elise will bring it up. 8-7 over to Eastman, who's going to drive all the way to the hoop and put it in for 2. Kylie Eastman's got 7 of Atlee's 9 points. Timeout, J.R. Tucker. Kylie Eastman with 7 of the 9 Atlee points. And the Raiders have the 9-8 lead on the Tigers with 4:30 to go here in the first quarter. On what I think fans is going to, they didn't adjust the clock downward for all the time that the clock sat at 5:28. So we're going to play about a 33-minute game tonight between you and me. Okay, just so that just so that you know. Yeah, again, tomorrow night going to be at Mills Godwin. Can't wait. Doubleheader action, Hermitage, Mills Godwin. And the girls will start at 6. We'll get the boys started about 20 minutes after that game. Both teams now in the top 10 in boys. As the Tigers come out of the timeout, looking inside to Harden. She'll put it off the glass, no good. Armentrout had the rebound briefly. Harden took it away, passes it down to Pulowski, almost lost it out of bounds, gets it, and Atlee will get it as Kayla Maxson into the game grabs the loose basketball. Midway through the first quarter, pass stolen by Pulowski, down court to Dominica Moore. She'll look to drive, put it up too strong. Payne there to clean it up and put it in. And Brianna Payne has 6 of the 10 J.R. Tucker points. 10-9 the score. Long pass down court to Dehitri in the lane. Puts it up and in. And Jeannie Dehitri gives the Raiders the lead at 11-10. Some good action here tonight early on. Payne free throw line to Harden right side. Gothard with it. She'll kick it out to Pulowski up top. 3:30 to go first quarter. Payne open baseline left side. The jumper no good. Harden fights for the rebound. Gets it. Too strong. Rebound to Eastman after being tapped by Armentrout. Raiders have only had 1-point leads. Eastman driving, kicks it out. Dehitri open baseline, good. And Jeannie Dehitri has 4, and it's 13-10. Biggest lead so far for Atlee is 3. Coming up on the 3-minute mark, first corner. Harden in the corner left side to Pulowski playing with 2 personals. Gothard, bounce pass right side, inside to Payne, put up the jumper, no good. Rebound, Gothard gets it. Bounce pass intended for Payne, knocked out of bounds by the Raiders, and Tucker will keep possession. Madison Lotta into the game for the Atlee Raiders. Gothard gets it into Moore up top. Dominica drives the lane, and it's pushed away by Eastman. She'll steal it. Looking for numbers, 3-on-2. Pass into the corner. Shot good by Kayla Maxson. Atlee on fire from the outside now. And it's 15-10 Raiders. They're on a 6-0 run, 5-point lead, their biggest so far tonight. Gothard to Harden, right corner, over to Payne. She'll drive the lane. The underhand shot is no good. Armentrout with her 4th rebound of the quarter. Gets it to Eastman. Kylie, long pass down to a cutting Maxson. Her shot too strong. Rebound, Dominica Moore. Moore looking to drive. Behind the back dribble, gets away from Eastman. Puts it up free throw line too strong. Rebound. Tip to Moore. She'll put it up. Blocked by Armentrout. Tries the outlet pass, but it's too strong. Tucker gets it back. Pulowski inside to Harden. Turnaround over release. No good. Rebound tipped by Armentrout. Out to Harden. And back to Moore outside. Almost stolen. Pulowski back to Moore. 1:48 in the quarter. 15-10 Raiders with the 5-point lead on the road. Gothard picked up top by Lotta into the game again. Gothard keeps the dribble alive. Pass over to Moore, tipped by Eastman, but then tipped by Moore before it goes out of bounds, and the turnover to Atlee. And the Raiders will have the ball and the 5-point advantage. First substitution of the night, Destiny Hightower coming in for J.R. Tucker to replace the sophomore Brianna Payne. 15-10, final 90 seconds, first quarter. Eastman working on Pulowski with 2 personals, will drive it to the baseline, put it up, and put it in. What a first quarter for Kylie Eastman. 9 points. And the Raiders with the lead. Moore will kick it to Hightower. Baseline jumper will rattle in. And Destiny with 2 off the bench for Tucker. 17-12 minute to go in the first quarter. We've got to travel as Eastman passes it inside. And Lotta thought about shooting, thought about passing, and shuffled the foot. Turnover to Tucker. Final minute first quarter. Tucker down 5. Gothard bounce pass into the corner for Hightower. Gets it back to Gothard. Cutting. Back outside. It's Moore. Jumper's good. It's a long 2 for Dominica Moore. Her first 2 of the night. And it's down to 3. It's 17-14. We told you, fans, it's going to be a good game tonight. Very good start for both teams. 17-14 Atlee by 3. 30 to go in the quarter. Finding an opening is Maxson. She'll head to the line. She'll lose the ball off of her left foot, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover. Atlee hadn't really committed any turnovers until this final stretch, this final 90 seconds, and they've gone back-to-back turnovers. And if Tucker can score here, a 2 makes it a 1-point game, a 3 will tie it up. And that opens the door back here for the number 8 ranked Tigers. Final 20 seconds. Gothard up top. Into the corner. Pass it inside for Hightower. Over to Gothard and then to Pulowski. But we got a 3-second violation on J.R. Tucker. Gothard was there for a while and a little too strong, a little too long. And Atlee will have it with 12 seconds to work. Eastman across the timeline. Final 8 seconds. She'll drive again right side on Pulowski. And is she going to get a third foul? She does. Wow. Taylor Pulowski commits her third personal foul, and she has to come out at this point. That is huge news for J.R. Tucker. Kanisha Robinson into the game to replace her. Bounce pass inside to Eastman, puts it up, no good. Rebound fought for, goes out of bounds, and it's last touched by Tucker with 2 seconds left in the quarter. See if the Raiders can get a shot off. Final 2 seconds. Bounce pass hit by Moore. Out of bounds. Stays with Atlee. Trying to find Armentrout. Lovey Harden's all over her. Bounce pass in and no shot. Fight for the basketball between Robinson and Eastman. And the clock hits 000. So our game of the week hits the end of quarter number 1. Top 10 girls basketball. After 1, it's the Raiders of Atlee with the 3-point lead. It's 17-14. 9 points for Eastman in the quarter. 4 for Dehitri. Armentrout has 2, just 2. And, of course, normally Elise is the leading scorer for the Raiders. 6 points for the sophomore Brianna Payne to lead J.R. Tucker. Moore, Harden, Gothard, Hightower all on the board with 2 points apiece. They're about to start the second half over at Henrico High School. And number 7, Henrico, all over Douglas Freeman. 60-26 is the score in that one. And another top 10 update. And this one to keep an eye on.
The second quarter.
This is an upset alert watch. It is Armstrong 34, number 5, John Marshall 22 at intermission. Thanks to our buddy Jack Heron for that update. Over in the north side of the city tonight. Good old-fashioned City of Richmond basketball battle. Armstrong coming off a loss Friday to Highland Springs, but playing very well. Up by 12 at the break. Second quarter underway here. Robinson will pick up Eastman top of the circle. Double team. They get it to Lotta. Lotta will keep the dribble alive. Hightower is on her. Now she gets double teamed in the corner. Loses the basketball, and it'll go out of bounds. Last touched by J.R. Tucker. Dominica Moore joined Hightower on the double team. And Tigers are trying to force some more of those Atlee turnovers that help them cut the 7-point lead to 3 at the end of the first quarter. Pass is intercepted. Payne has it. Quickly down court to Moore, open, and misses the easy lay-in. Oh, man. Golden opportunity missed there by the Tigers. Armentrout rebounds it to Eastman. 7:25 to the half. Eastman, right side again, goes to the baseline. Kicks it over to Youssef, then back out. Shot rims in and out. No good for Lotta. Rebound to Gothard. Looks for Payne. She's driving down the lane. Will put it up and put it in. Brianna Payne has 8 of J.R. Tucker's 16 points. 17-16 the Tigers on a 6-0 run. A minute into the second quarter. Youssef with the ball, lost it. Gothard pushed it away. Taken by Hightower, then taken right back by Armentrout. who will pass it over to Eastman, who puts it up and in. And Kylie Eastman has 11 points. 19-16 Atlee. Robinson loses the dribble up top. Moore there to bail her out. Moore looking to drive right side, then decides left. Now looking to go down the lane. Will do it. Put it up. Partially blocked. Basketball to Lotta. She's all alone if she can get down the lane. Bounce pass. Up. Shot. No good. Long rebound. Youssef gets it to Eastman. Jumper for Kylie is too strong, and the rebound to Moore. Tigers going to do a cross-court pass to Robinson, who really wasn't ready for it. Threw it toward the basket. Ball is going to go out of bounds. Last touched by the Tigers as Payne tried to save it, diving out of bounds. Eastman's going to drive, this time kick it to Youssef, put it up, put it in, and a foul. And Nada Youssef gets her first points of the night. It'll be the first team foul of the second quarter by the Tigers, fifth overall, I should say, and Hightower commits her first personal foul. And Nada Youssef with a chance for the traditional three-point play to put the lead back up to 6. For Atlee. Free throw shot is up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Lovey Harden. 21-16. Tigers down 5. Kick it out. Pulowski back in the game. Puts it up. Shot is short. Rebound, up and a foul. And 2 shots coming for Payne as Youssef commits her first. And just the second team foul of the night on the Raiders. Nitz back into the game. Anijah Smith seeing her first action now for Atlee. First free throw for Payne is short. So she's 2 for 3 tonight so far. And she'll get one more here. Tigers down 21-16, 5:45 to the half. The shot up. Rims in and out, no good, but the rebound. Dominica Moore with it. Strong to the hoop. No good. Armentrout with the rebound. Bounce pass to Nitz. Back to Elise as Dominica Moore all over Hannah. Ade Youssef into the game. She'll take a jumper. Shot no good. Rebound Smith. Shot no good. Pulowski gets the basketball, and she's fouled. And they're going to call that on Elise Armentrout, and that's her second personal foul. So Pulowski playing with 3 here in the second quarter for J.R. Tucker. Armentrout now with 2. Pass to Pulowski, right side, gets it into Harden. Harden inside to Brianna Payne, who was open on the weak side for the layup, and she's got 10. It's 21-18. Armentrout in the lane. Passes it over to Nitz. Baseline jumper is good for Hannah Nitz. First points of the night for Hannah. 23-18, down court, quickly past the Payne, and she puts it up and in again. 23-20, 4:50 to go in the half. Smith baseline jumper, no good. Rebound, and it's going to be a foul on Armentrout, and it's going to be her third personal foul. Pulowski has 3, Armentrout has 3, and my, how the complexion of this game has changed. At this point, let's see if Coach Rawlings is going to get, and no, not going to get a substitution in yet. Robinson across the timeline to Moore. Moore inside to Harden, who's going to fake over Elise Armentrout, get the shot up, no good. Got her own rebound, put it up, no good. And Armentrout with the rebound, and obviously she's got to be unbelievably careful right now, as does Pulowski. Long jump shot off the mark, way too strong. Harden with the easy board. Pulowski looking for someone to pass to, gets Payne. Payne on the baseline, puts it up from 15, rattles in and out, no good. Harden with the rebound, out to Moore. Her short jumper is no good, but Payne is there, puts it up, no good. Harden's there on the other side and will put it in. And Armentrout, her hands are tied because she can't commit that fourth personal, and Coach Rawlings has to call a 30-second timeout. So timeout Atlee. Up 23-22 with 4 minutes and 3 seconds to the half. And it's, I cannot begin to stress to you how big this foul situation is. But it is now much bigger for Atlee. Taylor is a scorer, but much more of a distributor, a defender. Yeah, Brianna Payne on fire tonight offensively in the point department. Armentrout is usually the heart and soul of the Atlee offense as Youssef drives to the hoop and the shot's off the mark, and Harden gets the rebound, and the Tigers can take the lead. Quickly down to Gothard. Gothard to Robinson, who traveled with the basketball. At the top of the key, and it'll be a turnover to Atlee. But now Atlee's got to have composure. Addison Rosso, who started the game, is back into the game, along with Aya Youssef, Hannah Nitz, Jeannie DeHitri, Anasia Smith. Eastman's not in the game. Armentrout sitting with 3 fouls. Doubt we see her the rest of the half. Nitz to DeHitri up top. Jeannie almost travels, gets it back to Hannah. Shot. Too strong, out of bounds, last touched by the Raiders. And Tucker with a chance again to take the lead. Eastman will come in for Hannah Nitz. 3:20 to the half. Gothard right of the circle. Briefly double team. Robinson gets it inside to Payne, and she'll turn around and put it up for 2. Brianna Payne has 14 of J.R. Tucker's 24, and they lead it by 1. As Robinson is going to push Eastman, as Kylie was going to blow right by her. And Kylie Eastman is drawing fouls left and right. She's the sole reason Pulowski has 3 personals, and now she draws 1 on Robinson. She'll come out of the game. Pulowski will check back in, having to be very careful. She'll pick up Eastman at the timeline. They'll double team Kylie. Kylie with a bounce pass to Youssef. 1 bounce pass to Rosso. Needs some help. Got Youssef. Puts up a jumper. Partially blocked. Harden has it to Pulowski. Down the lane, Dominica Moore. Drives, puts it up. Too strong. Rebound back to Moore. Turn around, put it up and in on the right side. 26-23, J.R. Tucker. 2:35 to the half. Eastman dribbling all over the place, keeping the dribble alive. Pass inside DeHitri. Pushed away, intercepted. Moore with it now. Tigers have numbers. Dominica drives, puts it up. It's good. And it's 6 for Moore and a 5-point J.R. Tucker lead. Raiders in trouble. Youssef lost the ball. Pass stolen. Gothard gets it. Puts it up. Too strong after the drive. And Eastman with the rebound. Eastman to Youssef. Pass to DeHitri. Shot blocked on the baseline by Lovey Harden. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Atlee. 1:56 to the half. And the Raiders just trying to survive right now without Armentrout in the game. Eastman gets the inbounds. 3-pointer up, no good. Rebound to DeHitri out to Smith. Her shot, no good. Long rebound to Youssef. Gets it into the corner for Kylie. Eastman will take it back up top. 1:40 to the half. Raiders down 5. Kylie finds an opening, puts up a 3 too strong. Harden with the rebound. Tigers can extend the lead. Lovey backs it up at 1:30 to go. Pulowski left of the circle. Taylor will put up a long 3. That's going to be short and go out of bounds to Atlee. Number 7, Henrico, cruising to a win tonight in boys action. They lead 76-36 at home over Douglas Freeman. Just about the end of the third quarter there. Here, 1:15 to the half. Youssef with the basketball. Double team. Lost it. Got it back. Bounce pass inside. Stolen by Harden. Down court to Pulowski. Taylor drives. Puts it up and draws the foul. It'll be the first personal on Kylie Eastman. Atlee's only committed 5 team fouls, but 3 of them are on Armentrout. The Tigers of J.R. Tucker have committed only 6 fouls, but 3 of them are on the lady at the line, Taylor Pulowski, who's looking for her first point tonight here at the free throw line. 1:07 to go. First shot up and rattles off the front of the rim. No good. Taylor will get one more. One more for Taylor. Try to make it a 6-point lead. Puts it up. Off the mark. No good. Fight for the rebound. Last touched by Dominica Moore, out of bounds to the Raiders of Atlee. Coach Rawlings having a big conversation right now with Elise Armentrout on the bench. Eastman will get double teamed. She'll get away from it. Drive toward the hoop. Bounce pass to a wide open Dehitri on the baseline, and she'll hit her third jumper of the night. 28-25, Tucker by 3. Gothard right of the circle at 48 to go. Double teamed up top. Youssef lost it. Eastman gets it. Kylie Eastman all alone, and she'll put it up and in. Eastman, after the strip, has 13 points. It's a 1-point game. Final 30 seconds of the half. Inside quickly, Lovey Harden will draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Dehitri, her first, and the team's 6th. And Lovey's going to go to the free throw line with 26 seconds to go. First free throw is up and off the mark to the right. No good. One more coming. Harden with 4 points tonight. And second one rattles in and out, no good, but a long rebound to Lovey. She'll put up a 12-footer, back iron, and then the front iron and in. The kind roll for Lovey Harden. 27, 15 seconds left in the half. Eastman open, three-pointer, way short. Rebound Tucker, 8 seconds and counting. Payne looking to pass it inside, stolen by Youssef. Eastman with it, 2-1, throws it up, and she gets fouled. No, she doesn't. Okay, at first it looked like the official behind the play called a foul on Gothard, but he waves it off and says no. And we go to the half with J.R. Tucker leading Atlee by 3. Our score, number 8, J.R. Tucker, 30, and Atlee, 27. Kylie Eastman leading the Raiders with 13 points. Elise Armentrout only has 2 points to go with 7 rebounds and 2 blocks and 3 personal fouls. Brianna Payne with a huge first half, 14 points for the Tigers of J.R. Tucker. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here live on the RVA Sports Network as our Game of the Week rolls on here live tonight from J.R. Tucker. Thanks for being with us. When we come back, we'll talk about the rest of our broadcast schedule for this week and our Holiday Feast of Hoops 2016. All that coming up after this timeout. You're listening to high school basketball exclusively on the RVA Sports Network.
Your home should be a unique reflection of your lifestyle. RCI Builder's customer-oriented building process offers a wide variety of options for customization while remaining affordable. First-time homeowners starting out, retirees interested in age-restricted communities, and even those interested in a one-of-a-kind custom home all trust RCI Builders to make their dream home a reality. Contact RCI to learn how you can save up to $30,000 on move-in ready homes in our most sought-after communities. Call 249-2818.
Where do more Richmonders get their high school sports news on Twitter? Who provides up to 75 live high school sports broadcasts all year long? Only the RVA Sports Network. On Twitter at the RVA Sportsnet. Follow local teams on Hanover Sports, Henrico Sports, and Chesterfield Sports. And subscribe to our YouTube channel to hear 9 different sports broadcast live all year long. It's only found on the RVA Sports Network. Online 24/7 at rvasportsnetwork.com.
we bring you back in live here from J.R. Tucker High School, live on the RBA Sports Network. Had a chance to take a couple of seconds, run the numbers, send a tweet, and grab a little bit of water, and we are good to go and ready for second half action. Coming up here in a moment, number 8, J.R. Tucker 30, and Atlee 27 is our score. Coming up tomorrow night, we are at Mills Godwin High School for what should be a good pair of basketball games. It is a girls-boys varsity doubleheader between the Eagles and the Panthers. Good old-fashioned West End to Henrico County rivalry before we get set for the winter break. And we'll get on the air just before 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Girls varsity first, then the boys, which will be a matchup of the 9th-ranked Panthers and the 10th-ranked Eagles. Mills Godwin unbeaten, breaking into our top 10 poll at number 10 when it was released yesterday, Sunday evening. And, of course, the latest top 10 boys and girls basketball polls are released every Sunday afternoon, first on Central Region Now, the exclusive podcast of the RBA Sports Network. And then later we post them live online at RBASportsNetwork.com. That is RBASportsNetwork.com. So number 9 and number 10 squaring off tomorrow night. And we'll see if the Eagles can stay unbeaten and knock off the Panthers of Hermitage, who's had some early struggles so far this year, but are bouncing back and playing some better basketball after early losses in the first week of 2016-17. A couple of games still going on boys basketball-wise in our top 10 poll. We mentioned number 7, Henrico, all over Douglas Freeman at last check, up 40 just near the end of the third quarter. They're in the fourth by now. And on top of that, John Marshall has cut into that Armstrong lead of 12 at the half. It's down to 4 in the third quarter as the 5th-ranked Justices look to stay unbeaten. Well, we've got the game for you coming up tomorrow night, the doubleheader, in fact, girls and boys, Hermitage at Mills Godwin. And then Saturday night, we are live at Swim RBA as RBA Sports Network for the second year in a row will bring you the championship round of the Hanover Hawk Holiday Invitational Swimming Tournament. It has quickly become the second largest invitational tournament in the regular season behind the Kecoughtan Invitational, which takes place the second Saturday of January down in Newport News. That's been the standard for regular season swimming tournaments until last year when the Hawk Invitational debuted to big success, and it's going to be bigger and better this year. And, of course, they'll have the preliminary round Saturday morning, and the championship round start at 5 p.m., and that's when we'll hit the air and bring you coverage of every single race, from the back to the breast, from the butterfly to the medley relays. We'll have them all for you coming up. And that's just not swimming teams in the RBA. There are teams from all over the state of Virginia coming out for that one on Saturday. And the only place where you can hear the live coverage of the Hawk Invitational Swimming Championships here on the RBA Sports Network. And then our holiday feast of hoops, the week between Christmas and New Year's. We begin with the first round of the Henrico Holiday Hoops Tournament, our 4th consecutive year bringing you that fine event. Our thanks to Athletic Director Tom Jeremiah and Head Coach Vance Harmon for, again, welcoming us with open arms. As we'll start with James River Matoaka on Tuesday afternoon, the 27th at 2:30. After that, it'll be the homestanding Warriors taking on J.R. Tucker. After that, it'll be 2 BISAA schools colliding from the West End as Collegiate will play Stewart. And then we'll wrap it up at about 7:15 that night, our quadruple header coverage with number 3 Trinity Episcopal and South Lakes. Then we will return on Thursday for the championship round. And right now we are committed to covering both the third place and the championship games. So we'll go on the air Tuesday the 27th at 2:30 in the afternoon. And right now we're going on the 29th on that Thursday at 5:30 in the afternoon. And then the next day on the 30th of December, that Friday, we will be live at Lee Davis for the girls and boys championship games in the Southerner Classic. And again, we'll hit the air at about 5:30 in the afternoon. Complete broadcast schedule at RBASportsNetwork.com. Also at our other family of websites. Hyperlocal coverage only from the RBA Sports Network. You follow what you want. Don't follow what you don't. You don't have to watch everything going on. If you're in Hanover, you can follow Hanover Sports and follow your favorite team. In Henrico, it's Henrico Sports on Twitter. And, of course, in Chesterfield, it's Chesterfield Sports on Twitter. And our websites are HanoverCountySports.net, HenricoCountySports.net, and ChesterfieldCountySports.net, part of the RBA Sports Network. Our broadcast schedule is on the right-hand side of all four websites. And also up now at RBASportsNetwork.com, Holiday Tournament Central, a complete list of all the tournaments going on in the Richmond area over winter break. Look at the brackets, look at the schedules, find out location and time information, everything you need to know to get your fill of hoops over the holidays. Right now, Holiday Tournament Central, and it'll be live until the end of the year at RBASportsNetwork.com. Final just in. It is 93-45, big win for number 7, Henrico, tonight. And the second half here is just underway. Lovey Harden with the basketball. She'll put up a jumper top of the circle, hit the back of the iron, bounce high, and go in. Lovey Harden, 4-2. She now has 8 points. It's 32-27. Armentrout will drive, kick it over to Rosso. Her shot no good. Long rebound, kicks out to Gothard. Nice bounce pass to Moore driving. Dominica with the left hand, turns around, puts it up. No good. Rebound, blocked by Armentrout. Back to Gothard. Emily will put up a 3. It will hit the iron twice. No good. Armentrout with the rebound again. Elise playing with 2-3 fouls. Taylor Pulowski on the other side for J.R. Tucker, playing with 3 personals. Eastman in the corner. Keeps the dribble alive. Atlee down by 5. Kylie drives, kicks it out to Dehitri. Cheney almost walks with the ball. Get it inside. Armentrout double teamed. Loses it. Fight on the floor. Waiting for the whistles. And we have a timeout called by Atlee. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So 30-second timeout called by the Raiders. Henrico moves to 5-1 on the season with their 93-45 win tonight over Douglas Freeman. And as always, our thanks to both Michael Pappas and Rob Welch for, excuse me, their update here tonight. Helping us out on Twitter at Henrico Sports. And thanks to Jack Heron for his updates tonight from John Marshall Armstrong. Armstrong up 4 after 3. Out of the timeout, Eastman looking to get it inbounds. Does to Armentrout, puts it up, no good. Rebound kicked out. Rosso had it, lost it. Harden gets it. Tucker ball up 5. Long pass down court. Got Payne, and she'll put it up for 2. We've seen some great down court passes tonight by J.R. Tucker. I mean, right on the money. And the lead's up to 7 at 34-27. Eastman, top of the circle. Man, she can bounce the basketball all day long. Kylie looking for the offense to run. Armentrout up top. Elise into the lane. Can't get it to her. Loses the ball baseline. Gets it back. Tries to kick it to Elise. Fight for the ball out of bounds. Last touched by Tigers. And so it'll be Raider basketball. Rosso out. Madison Lotta checks in. 34-27, Atlee down 7. 6:10 to go, third quarter. Pass inside to Armentrout. She misses it. Loses the rebound, and it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Brianna Payne. The combination of Payne, Moore, and especially Harden and Ethanson Gothard all collapsing on Elise Armentrout tonight. And again, she only has 2 points. They get it back inside to Elise. Turns, passes it to Dehitri. Short jumper for Jeannie is no good. Rebound, Dominica Moore. Looking down court. She's got Pulowski if she wants. Got it to Taylor. One bounce and in. And Pulowski on the board with her first 2 of the night. Biggest lead of the night for either team is 9. 36-27, Eastman drives underneath, bounce pass. Shot too strong. Rebound Harden. Quickly to Pulowski left side. Taylor will stop, turn around, put it to Harden. Up off the glass, no good. Rebound Armentrout. Elise will drive. She's got to be careful. Waits left side, gets it to Kylie. Open for three. Back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, comes out to Dehitri. Jeannie kicks it out to Kylie. Thought about a three, drives, jumper up, short. Rebound Harden. Quickly to Moore. All alone. Dominica for two. No, off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound to Payne. She'll put it up, no good. And Armentrout grabs her 10th rebound of the night. A big break there for the Raiders. But they got to get some offense going, down 9. Eastman looks to be a little tired. Boy, she has been working hard tonight. 4:50 and running, third quarter. 36-27, Tigers up by 9. Hand off to Lotta. Up top. Gets it to Nitz. Hannah driving right side. Pulowski on her. Stops. Puts it inside to Armentrout. She'll put it up. No good. Too short. Rebound Harden. Almost a steal by Nitz in the backcourt. Moore will handle it and walk it across the timeline. 4:20 to go in the third. Long pass down to Payne. Too high. Out of bounds. Underneath. And another turnover to Atlee. Now you'll remember, late first quarter, it was back-to-back turnovers by Atlee that helped J.R. Tucker slice into what was Atlee's biggest lead of the night, and that was 7 at 17-10. Now, turnover from the Tigers. Can the Raiders make some hay out of it and cut into this 9-point deficit on the road? Eastman walks it across the timeline. 4:12 and counting, third quarter. 36-27, J.R. Tucker, number 8. In our latest RBA Sports Network top 10 poll. Pass inside to Armentrout, too high. Goes off the bottom of the net and out of bounds. And the Raiders turn it right back over. 4 minutes gone by, 4 to go in this third. Pulowski and Tucker up by 9. Lovey gets it to Taylor Pulowski. Over to Payne. Right side, Moore. But before she can hit the jumper, no basket. We have a 3-second violation on J.R. Tucker. So another turnover to Atlee. But they haven't been able to cut into the lead any. Can they try now? Eastman working right side. Pulowski has stayed away from her. Kylie for 3. Off the mark. Rebound out to the Raiders. It's Kayla Maxson who keeps the dribble alive up top. Needs a little bit of help. Nitz, no, check that. Lotta gets it right back to Maxson. Eastman's trying to help her out. And Kylie finally gets it top of the key. 3:10 in the quarter. More on her. They get it inside to Armentrout. Quickly double teamed, and she loses the ball. Down court toward Harden. Lovey didn't see it for a minute. Found it, put it up, no good. Gets the offensive rebound. Turn around. Tries to draw a foul and will. Interestingly enough, the foul not called by the referee right at the play, but from the trailing referee 30 feet away. And he'll call the second. No, he'll call the first on Lotta. Frankly, fans, it was Eastman who was on the play. Not sure what Madison was called with. Harden to the line, trying to extend the lead. First shot up, good. Lovey at 9 points now, and they've all come in the last 8 or 9 minutes of play, or 9 or 10 minutes of play. Late first half and in this third quarter. Second shot coming. Shot is up, and it's good. Lovey Harden in double figures. And the lead's 11 for J.R. Tucker. 2:50 to go, third quarter. Eastman left of the circle. Looking for a break. Gets it. Pushes to the baseline. Looking to drive. Moore's on her. And we get a timeout called by Coach Michael Rawlings. And Atlee doesn't like the offense his team is running and wants to talk it over with 2:36 to go here in the third quarter. 38-27, number 8, J.R. Tucker looking to go to 4-0 on this young season. Both teams still have some work to do before winter break descends. J.R. Tucker goes to Deep Run tomorrow night. So back-to-back good test for them here at home with Atlee. And tomorrow night they have to head over and take on Mallory Odell and the Deep Run Wildcats. And then Thursday night they host Maggie Walker. And that'll be their last game prior to the holiday break. Last day of school for most area school systems is, of course, on Friday. For the Atlee Raiders, they turn right around. They don't have to worry about a game tomorrow, but they will host Thomas Jefferson at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. And that will be their final matchup before the break. The Atlee girls will be part, and so will J.R. Tucker, of the Hermitage tournament next week. In fact, these two teams will play each other again in opening round action a week from today. Out of the timeout, Raiders, quick pass, Smith, out top to Armentrout. Beautiful bounce pass, wide open player, shot no good though, short by Lotta, and the rebound to Harden. Great play drawn up, just couldn't convert. Armentrout with a block at 15 feet away. Eastman with the ball, coming up on 2 minutes to go, third quarter. Kylie trying to draw the fourth on Pulowski. She's not biting this time. Gets a pick. Eastman now picked up by Moore. Kylie over to Armentrout, immediately double teamed. She'll try to work off the left side, get the bucket and the foul. And Elise Armentrout scores for the first time since the first quarter. And she's got 4. And she'll have a chance to finish the traditional 3-point play. Armentrout's first trip to the line this evening. The shot is up, and it's off the mark, but Smith there with the rebound. Shot partially blocked. Harden gets it. Down court. Moore throws it up. Shot no good. Long rebound to Harden. Turn around, put it up off the glass and in. Moore got away with a travel that wasn't called. Tucker extends the lead to 11 again at 40-29. Youssef right at the circle. Harden is on her, trying to get it inside to Armentrout. Falls, loses it. Brianna Payne has it. Here come the Tigers on a 2-on-2. Payne all alone to the glass and in. Brianna Payne is going to be the future that they build this program around after this senior-laden class has left. Armentrout down the lane, gets the pass and puts it in for 2. 42-31, Tigers by 11. Coming up on a minute to go in the first half. In the third quarter, excuse me, fans. Inside, they find Moore. Short jumper left side, no good. Fight for the rebound. Armentrout gets it on a 3-on-1. Drive to the hoop, put it up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Youssef had it, lost it. Hightower gets it. Down to Payne. 2-on-1. Harden back to Payne. Up. Shot no good. Harden with the putback for 2. 44-31, and the Tigers are extending the lead. It's 13 now in the final 30 seconds of the third quarter. Eastman inside. Armentrout double team. Turnaround. Jumper short. Rebound Youssef. She's in the lane. Puts it up. Blocked. Harden coming in strong. Out of bounds to Atlee with 18 seconds left, third quarter. Eastman to Youssef, right at the circle. Harden on her. She's going to drive, put it up, and it goes off the glass, no good. Rebound to Payne, 9 to go. Brianna falls down, lost it. Smith with it. Eastman at 5 and 4. Got to hurry. 1, puts up a long three-pointer, off the mark from 30 feet, no good. And it's number 8, J.R. Tucker, extending the lead in the third quarter. It is 44-31, the Tigers by 13. Here live on the RVA Sports Network. We're going to take a quick, very quick 60-second timeout. And we come back. Fourth quarter action live on RVA-SN. It's the RVA home for high school sports and more. We're back in 60 seconds.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Last play of the game, folks.
And the snap, drops back. Whoa, changes mind. Down the sideline. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Casasa! Unbelievable! Did you see that? Casasa!
Not to be a buzzkill, but what's Casasa? We're glad you asked that. Casasa, it's a catchy word for earning cash. Free Casasa checking rewards you in cash each month.
Hi, this is Marnie Triscari, branch manager at EVB in Ashland. Please stop by and ask me about our Casasa accounts or visit us at bankevb.com. Member FDIC.
Don't miss the $1 million markdown event now at Sheehy Ford of Ashland. Sheehy is giving away $1 million in discounts. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, the #1 volume Ford dealer in the Mid-Atlantic, with thousands of new Fords available, plus thousands of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Start your search anytime online at SheehyFordAshland.com. Don't miss the $1 million markdown event going on right now at Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland, and online at SheehyFordAshland.com.
Fourth period underway. Raiders with the basketball and a 13-point deficit as Eastman will put up a three. High off the mark, no good. Rebound by Tucker. Down the lane to Moore, who's all alone, and with the left hand puts it in for two. Dominica Moore with 8. And the Tigers are just wearing out the Raiders in the transition, and it's a 15-point game. Maxson up top gives it to Eastman. 7:15 to go. Armin Trout not in the game right now, but she's at the table to check in, along with several others. Youssef with it, out to her sister. That's Io with the ball. Gets it over to Nada. Over to Smith. Maxson with it again. Smith pass to Eastman. 6:55 to go. Eastman looking, doesn't see what she wants. Rerun the offense. 6:48 to go. Inside pass, partially tipped by Harden. Back out to Kylie Eastman. They'll reset at 6:40 to go. 46-31, number 8, J.R. Tucker. And Coach Rawlings says, I got to call timeout so I can get the other players back into the game because nothing's happening right now. Going to be very interesting next Monday afternoon when these two teams play again in the first round of the but what basically it is Glen Allen last year started what was called the Jaguar Jamboree, which was a boys basketball tournament the week before Christmas. And this year, the same 8 teams that are playing in the boys tournament at Glen Allen are going to play in a girls tournament down the road at Hermitage. And so 3 days of action at Glen Allen for the boys, Hermitage for the girls. And again, all of this is located, all the schedules, all the times for the games, all the matchups and brackets you can find right now at Holiday Tournament Central at RBASportsNetwork.com. So you can plan where you want to be and how you want to follow your teams over the holidays. RBA Sports Network will be with you every step of the way. But these two teams play tonight in a non-conference, non-district battle. And they're going to turn around and play again in the first round of that tournament next Monday afternoon. I'm going to be very interested to see how that goes and what adjustments the Raiders specifically are going to make. DeHetry with taking the ball out of bounds, gets it to Armin Trout, Elise immediately double teamed. She'll drive into the lane, kick it out. Hannah Nitz, shot, no good. They've gone cold from the outside. Hightower had the rebound, lost it. Nitz fights for it on the floor. Jump ball, possession arrow goes to number 8, J.R. Tucker. Longwood men's basketball loses on the road tonight. Big time, 97-60 at George Mason. That final just in. Pulaski to Payne, over to Hightower in the corner. She'll drive, bounce pass to an open Payne inside for 2. How did they let Brianna get that open inside on the weak side? 48-31, the Tigers are pulling away with 6 minutes to go. And the pass inside to Armin Trout and immediately a foul on the Tigers. It'll be on Brianna Payne, their leading scorer. It's just her first. And the team's second foul. I'd say last Monday night we were at a game, live tweeting the Hanover deep run game as they get the pass into Eastman. It's no good. She gets the rebound, puts it up, no good. Harding gets the rebound and is run into, and that's a foul, and I think it's going to be on Armin Trout, and that'll be her 4th. Last Monday night, we were live tweeting Hanover deep run women and men, and in the boys game, we had a combined 71 free throws. Tonight, we're in the fourth quarter, and both teams have just 2 fouls here in the second half. Pulowski gets it inside to Hightower. Destiny. Pass to Loving. And instead of Robinson on the three-point shot, it is a traveling violation on Kanisha. One thing about the Tigers, they don't go deep onto the bench. Tonight, we've only seen 7 players. Raider basketball, 5:35 to go, but down 17. Youssef bounce pass, Rosso. Harden quickly over defensively to deny her that shot. Addison's going to lose it out of bounds, but they say Harden pushed it out. From behind, it'll stay with Atlee. DeHetry to take it out at 48-31 Tigers, 5:26 to go. Quick girls varsity final in. Powhatan beats Goochland tonight, 55-26 the final. Rosso, top of the circle, needs some help. Eastman is there. She'll elude the defender. Three-pointer long, no good. Rebound Robinson. Got numbers if she wants it. Pass over to Brianna Payne. Puts it up and in. Brianna Payne has 22 points tonight. 50-31 J.R. Tucker. 5 minutes to go. Eastman in the lane. Puts up a floater, and it's good. And that's Kylie's first 2 points of the half. Again, Payne down low, underneath, shot blocked by Armentrout, got her own rebound, shot missed, and the rebound to Eastman. 50-33, Armentrout playing with 4 fouls, but this one almost in the books for J.R. Tucker. Youssef outside, needs a pick from DeHetry, gets it. Aya looking for room, left side, keeps the dribble alive, goes back up top. Hightower on her now. Pass, Armentrout. Elise stops, picks up the dribble, needs help. Bounce pass in to Addison. Puts around the turnaround jumper, and Rosso gets her first 2 of the night. 50-35 with 4:10 to go. Pulowski has played since late first quarter with 3 fouls, and she hasn't fouled since. Hightower on the baseline, blocked by Armentrout, but right to Lovey Harden. Her shot no good. Long rebound to DeHetry. Jeannie will kick it back to Kylie Eastman, who'll bring it across the timeline at 3:50 to go. Kylie drives out to Armentrout. Shot at the line is too strong. Back iron, no good. Rebound, Brianna Payne. She's going to drive on Armentrout, put it up and put it in, knowing that Elise has 4 fouls. 24 points for Brianna Payne. 3:30 to go, 52-35, J.R. Tucker. DeHetry to Youssef, right of the circle. Aya looking for room. Hightower on her. And we're going to get a charge on Aya Youssef. Hightower takes the charge for the Tigers. 52-35, 3:24 to go. And now we start seeing some substitutions for J.R. Tucker. Tori Puttkammer is into the game for the first time tonight. So is Paige Strondahl for J.R. Tucker. Puttkammer finds Lovey Harden in the lane, puts up a floater, and it's good. Lovey Harden has had a very quiet 16 points tonight. 54-35. Armentrout turnaround in the lane, no good. Got her own rebound, 1 bounce, put it up, fouled. And Elise will go to the free throw line with 2:57 to go. And Pulowski finally commits her 4th personal foul. But with a 19-point lead at 2:57 to go, I don't think Coach is going to mind. Armentrout will get 2 shots. First free throw is short, no good. Elise has struggled at the line tonight, but she's been constantly double-teamed. As soon as the ball gets into her hands, defense collapses on her, and she only has 6 points. Rosso will check out of the game. Hannah Nitz is back in for the Raiders, and Elise looking for her first free throw made tonight. Gets it. She's 1 of 3 and has 7 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 blocks by our count. 54-36, 2:57 to go, and the clock is not running again. So we're going to get a little extra time here. Raiders trying to get a steal. Eastman on the floor. Kylie will get it, roll the ball to DeHetry. Gets it to Armentrout, who kicks it to Eastman at the timeline. Kylie, clock restarts, finds Youssef, and she'll get fouled underneath. And Aya will go to the free throw line. That'll be a foul on Daisha Goodlett, who has ended the game for J.R. Tucker. And Youssef to the line with 2:48 to go, 54-36. First shot is up and good. And Aya with her first point of the night. Second shot is up, no good. Long rebound to Youssef. Kicks it inside to Armentrout. One bounce, put it up off the iron, no. And the rebound to Harden. Pulaski with it. And the clock now at 2:30 to go. Into the lane, Harden off the glass for two. Back down low, Armentrout's going to get a rebound and put it up off the glass and get two. 56-39. .205 to go. Trying to double team. Raiders trying to force a steal. As we go under 2 minutes to play. .145 to go, and Tigers are just trying to run out the clock. Almost a steal, and it is Eastman right in front of the scorer's table. Kylie will put it up and put it in. And Kylie Eastman now has 17 points to lead Atlee tonight, but it's 56-41 J.R. Tucker in the final 90 seconds. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Tucker underneath, and the Raiders will grab possession. James River defeats Maggie Walker tonight, 64-24, the final there. And John Marshall comes back and nips Armstrong. Number 5, John Marshall wins 57-54. Big thanks to Jack Heron over at Vantage Hoops for sending us updates on Twitter tonight at JW Heron 10. He's a good follow during basketball season, friends. 1:10 to go, 15-point lead and a foul up top on Puttkammer for J.R. Tucker, but of course not even close to the bonus. 5 team fouls against Tucker, 3 against Atlee. But the problem tonight has been Elise Armentrout has been in foul trouble most of the night, where nobody else was even close to it for Atlee. And she has been hampered by that. She's got 9 points, and she's on the bench now. Her night assumedly done. Turnaround jumper from Nada Youssef is no good. Fight for the rebound. It'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow Atlee with 57 seconds to go. Don't forget, tomorrow night, 6 p.m., we hit the air, doubleheader action. Hermitage at Mills Godwin. The girls at 6, the boys at 7:30, exclusively on the RBA Sports Network YouTube channel. Be with us tomorrow night at 6 for that doubleheader action. Final 45 seconds. Puttkammer. Youssef will hit it. Last touched by Tori in front of her bench there. Out of bounds turnover to Atlee. And while we have a second, congratulations to the Richmond Kickers. Richmond City Council tonight approved a long-term lease for the Kickers to take over City Stadium. And that's great news because they have big plans for that historic location. Raiders with the ball, and it'll be a foul from behind. Aya Youssef will go to the free throw line. Push from behind, shooting 2. Foul on Isabel Van Heusen. That'll be her first foul as Coach Pulaski has cleared the bench. The only starter in the game is Emily Gothard. And Aya makes the first free throw, so she's 2 of 3 tonight. from the line and gets one more. And off the back iron, no good. Long rebound taken by the Tigers. Final 15 seconds, 56-44. Youssef almost steals the basketball back court. Gothard hangs on to it. And the Tigers of J.R. Tucker are going to go to 4-0 on the season. And that'll do it. A 12-point win for the homestanding Tigers of J.R. Tucker. Final score tonight is 56-44 over Atlee. Congratulations to the Tigers of J.R. Tucker on their win tonight here on this Monday night edition of the RBA Sports Network Game of the Week. As we'll say goodnight for now, Kylie Eastman leads Atlee in a losing effort with 17 points. Brianna Payne with 10 in the second half after having 14 in the first. 24 points for her tonight. Lovey Harden checking in with 18 for the Tigers. And again, these two teams meet again next Monday in the Hermitage Holiday Basketball Tournament. That's a week from today. Tonight's Game of the Week broadcast an exclusive presentation of the RBA Sports Network, solely intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any other rebroadcast or other use without the express written permission, I can say easily, of HCS Media LLC is strictly prohibited. Rob Witham saying thanks for being with us. Number 8, J.R. Tucker wins tonight, 56-44. We're back tomorrow night at 6, live from Mills Godwin. Be with us then.